Well, I hope you like dogs, so stick around because this is my morning routine with 8 dogs and multiple chronic illnesses. First things first, we wake up little Miss Prim. I let her go potty, and then we get her set up with her breakfast in a playpen. She is still not incredibly happy about it, but she's learning some independence. Next thing, we go see Mr. Arlo. I let him out. He's very excited. We take him to go potty, and immediately he does his thing. He's such a good boy. I let him play in the grass for a little bit as he does his little worm crawl, which is super cute. Something that is super vital, their pre-breakfast snack. This is something so important, and it keeps my sanity in the mornings with puppies. I feed them first. This is just open farm wet food mixed with Arlo's kibble, and he gets to lick on that while I take care of all of the big adult dogs. A pre-breakfast snack literally keeps my sanity because if not, they would be bitching and complaining, wanting food immediately while I had to do 5,000 other things. This is Zero. He is still a younger pup, so he gets to be let out first as well. We're working on some calm, check-in, independence. This is where I let my dogs go out to go potty just because I like to try and keep my backyard a little clean because I have a lot of dogs, which means a lot of poo. The next 2 dogs I let out are River and Flynn. They know that they're supposed to wait until the release word for the door. Bailey and Percy are also supposed to wait, but I'm slacking. I'm tired. They're older. They know the deal, whatever. This brown baked bean poop color dog, this is Baloo. He is on a leash because he really wants to be just like his color, a little shit. Going through his teenage phase, and well, apparently the brown is seeping into his brain, so he has to be on a leash to teach him to calmly walk and not be so explosive. Still a really good boy. He just tries a little too hard. Having this many dogs, I try to use my brain a little bit, so I try to pre-make each meal so that way I can just quickly get it together and wet it, let it soak while they do their thing. Arlo is still enjoying his pre-breakfast snack. Thank the heavens for that, because again, my sanity is in that little topple. Just like most male specimens, my dogs are always thirsty. I have mostly males. Honestly, it doesn't really matter the gender for dogs, but they drink a lot of water. So each day I make sure to dump their water bowls and I refill them. Usually I do this multiple times throughout the day because it is hot and I want them to always have fresh, cold, clean water. They obviously don't live outside, but they go outside pretty regularly where they know outside is when they can have water, because if not, my whole floor will be soaking wet and I would slip and bust my ass every day. Then I go ahead and let everybody in. I make them all wait until they hear their name. Obviously, the little baked bean did not want to wait this morning. He just was being very impatient and a little bit excited. This is typical in the mornings. They all just want to eat breakfast. Bailey, being the best boy he is, waited for me because my heart rate was high. Baloo gets isolation time because he likes to chew on ears. Bailey alerts here. I, have a medical episode. It's all good. We jump right back into it. I go ahead and start working with River. River is alerting at this moment. That is his nudge. River and I worked on his duration for his deep pressure therapy as well as his marker command to help his handler brace a little bit while she is sitting. He was phenomenal. He's such a good boy. Except we go ahead and work with Zero. He is such a sweet little boy. He is just a little bit immature. So, we just have to essentially wait for him to turn on his brain. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. It just is up to him. So we just have to shape it when we have it. This is Flynn. He is a little bit chaotic as well. He's your typical go get him lab. So I'm working on more precise movements with him and just, waiting for commands, calming down, thinking his behavior through. This little baked bean is also working on his retrievals. The thing is when they hit this teenage phase, they like to regress a little bit. He was so good about holding, and now he's just like, no, bitch, I'm not going to do it. This is Arlo. He is working on his barriers. We want him to respect doors, and he's working a little bit on his lure and his sit and his down. Obviously, this is little Miss Prim. She's only been with me for about 3 days. She has such a bright future ahead of her, and I'm so in love with her. So now the pups get to play with Bailey and Percy, who are my 2 older dogs, and they will correct them and put them in their place and just teach them how to be respectful. And now I'm going to plop my ass on this couch and relax until I have to do this over again for lunch.